Do you want 10 best bang for your buck fragrances that don't actually smell like the cost that I paid for them? Then you're going to want to stick around. Let's get it. Hello everyone, welcome back. I'm Max. I make fragrance content weekly. If that sounds like something that you're interested in, consider subscribing and let's get to this list. Now all of these fragrances are going to be under $50 and some of them going to even be like $20, but none of them smell exactly the amount that you pay for them. They actually smell at least double what you pay for them, sometimes triple for the ones that cost $20. But I'm going to give you this list, and I hope you enjoy it. It's some fragrances I think you might want to check out. And the first one on this list is coming from the house. Well, the next 3 or 4 are going to be coming from the house of Rasasi, because Middle Eastern companies kind of make fragrances on a budget that smell really good. But the first 3 or 4 are going to be from the house of Rasasi. And the first one up is from the line called the Quasimat Collection. And the one we're going to go over today is called Barrique. Now, the first thing you're going to get in an opening, you're going to get is like this green apple note. You get more fruits consisting of an orange note. You're also going to get this artemisia note that make it earthy and sort of bitter. Now, when it's dry down, you kind of get like this baccarat rouge saffron. Then finishing this off in the base, you're going to get some musk. Now, just imagine baccarat rouge that's not dry. It's actually fruity with green apples and oranges that are going to last throughout the fragrance. And it's kind of sweet and more powdery. Also making it woody with some cedar wood. Now this is sweet, it's fruity, and it's spicy. And it's one I think you will enjoy. I think I paid maybe $50 for this. And this might be the highest one on the list, but nevertheless, a great fragrance. If you like that kind of baccarat rouge saffron and you want something that's sweeter, that's fruity, and a little powdery, I think this is one you will enjoy. And that's Barrique from the house of Rasasi. The next one up, also from the house of Rasasi, and that is Junoon Satin. This smell, I think this probably smell more niche than the rest of them, but very lovely scent. In the opening, start off with citruses, a very prominent lime note. You're going to get this peach note that's making it fruity, and you're going to get this spicy amber. Now, once it starts to dry down, you start to get some of that caramel note that's making it sticky sweet. You get a clean musk and a semi-dry vanilla. Now, this is like a sweet, fruity gourmand. And this is another one I think I paid probably $35 if I'm not mistaken. But that's Junoon Satin. Also, I think you will enjoy it. Now, the next one up, I think I might have paid probably $25 for this one. And that is Yamin from the house of Rasasi also. Yamin Om. Now, this has a nice sprayer. Now, in the opening of this, you're going to get this spicy amber. You're also going to get some citruses of bergamot. Now, what really makes this lovely is the spicy cinnamon in the heart. And you're also going to get this light lavender that's not overdone. So the heart start to become more masculine. Now it's making this woody, it's spicy, and it's sweet. Maybe $35. You can't beat it for the price, I'm telling you. Jump on them. By the way, guys, it is a link in the description for Intense Oud. Wow, some of these fragrances come from, I think you save either 12% or 15%. I think it's 12% using the discount code Chris. So that'll save you some money, but you might be able to find it somewhere else cheaper. But if you can't, check out Intense Oud. Now the next one up, and what I really like about this fragrance, this come in a big bottle. I think it's 80 ounces. And this was probably under $40, but the smell don't smell anything like a $40 fragrance. Plus, you get enough to last you years, and that is Ward Noir. I love the color of the juice. Nice thick bottle, metal cap, plastic insert, but look at the thickness on that glass. Very nice presentation for the price. Magnetic cap also. So, you talking about bang for your buck. This is a bang for your buck for the amount you get. Now, this is a very nice sprayer, a pressurized sprayer. Now, the first thing you're going to get in an opening, you're going to get this pink pepper, then followed up with a nice Turkish rose. The Turkish rose is light, but it pretty much dominates the fragrance. But with that pepper, it adds some spice to the opening. The Turkish rose also brings like a sweetness to it. Now, follow up in the base, you're going to get a nice spicy amber, and you're going to get a semi-earthy patchouli. Now, this is floral, it's fruity, it's woody, and it's spicy. If I'm not mistaken, I think I got this on Jumbo Shop for probably $40, but nice fragrance, guys, I'm telling you. Now coming up next is actually a nice fragrance, but the performance, I'll probably get 6 hours of wear, but reading the reviews, some people say they get like 8 hours or whatever. But on my skin, I could probably get about 6 hours of wear, and that is Pride Intense. But I think this kind of give you like a smell of like JPJ. Now the first 30-40 seconds, you got to be patient because the first thing you're gonna get is this just alcohol blast. Then you get a lot of spices, you get a lot of pepper from ginger, you get that pink pepper. Then in the heart you get clarisates that making it earthy, sort of herbal, with some lightly floral undertones and a spicy amber. Now this is sweet, it's woody, and it's spicy, and that's Pride Intense. I think this probably was $25-30 itself. Now coming up from the House of Collage, and this, I think this is probably $30, maybe 25, and that is Blue Elixir Intoxicate. Now this is probably the only one in this list that's probably not for straight cold weather. Fall you can get away with it, but spring and summer is definitely the occasion. As long as it's not too cold, you can get away with it. Now these are some simple notes, but the open is very lovely. You get this nice manly lavender. You get this very green mint. Then when it starts to dry down, you get the sweetness from that tonka, and you get some spices. Now this is fresh, it's green, and it's spicy. Very lovely scent from the House of Collage. That's Blue Elixir Intoxicate. Now up next, I think this was $20. And this was once my fiance favorite fragrance until she started talking about others, but I haven't worn it since. She really liked this fragrance, and that is Bound for Men. The bottle is kind of cheap, but nevertheless, fragrance is nice. Nice spray also. And I'm telling you guys, ladies like this fragrance. At the opening, you're going to get this nice fruity green apple with some hints of orange. When it starts to dry down, you get some cardamom spice. You also get some nutmeg, a manly lavender, and tonka follows it up in the base with some leather. Now this is sweet, it's spicy, and lightly leathery. And that's Bound for Men from the House of Sophia. Coming up next, and you can look at this and see what it's cloning, but it's actually a good clone, but we're not talking about clones today. Aftermath Intro from the House of Fragrance World. Now not listed in the notes, I pick up like this grape, very grape vibe. I get a sweet creamy vanilla with a hint of tobacco. Rum comes up making it boozy, and cinnamon is provided in the base. Now this is sweet, warm, it's spicy, and it's boozy. Like I said, you know what it's cloning, but it's a very good clone, smell really good. And that is Aftermath Intro from the House of Fragrance World. Now coming up next, I suggested this to a viewer, and he gave me feedback on it. He said he didn't like it, but he gave it to somebody that loved it. I like it on my skin. It's a very nice fragrance to me, especially if you like rose type fragrances. And this is from the House of Parish Corner Emir Identity. And the only reason he said he didn't like it because the fragrance that it was cloning, he said it didn't smell nothing like it. But he said it was a nice fragrance, and he gave it to his friend. The friend loved it. So take it for what that's worth. Now this is probably the best spray of all of them, pressurized. Now this starts out very fruity with raspberry at the top. You're gonna get some lychee. And the part I like about this fragrance, mixed along with that Turkish rose, is a great combination. Now once it hit the base, you're gonna get oud, some light leather, some light patchouli, and a spicy clean musk. Now this is fruity, sweet, warm, floral, and it's spicy. And in case you guys want to know what fragrance this is cloning, it's the Moon from the Emir Oud Crescent collection, and that is Identity, Parish Corner. Now the fragrance coming up next, this is a compliment getting fragrance. At one time this was ranked a 9, but as more people rank it, it fell down a little bit. I think it's still like 8 point something. I remember going to a restaurant and the waitress was like, one of y'all smell really good, and this is what I was wearing. So compliments gonna come, and this is coming from the House of Afnan, and that is Tribute Blue. Now this is probably the most masculine out the group, probably the most spicy, and probably the most earthy from this whole list. But I'm telling you, ladies like it on a man. Now the opening is very spicy. You get nutmeg, you get some pimentos. When it reaches the heart, it get even more spicy with some spicy dry amber. Cashmere woods comes up. Frankincense adds smoke to make it even more spicier and earthy. You get some vetiver coming up. I know it sounds like a fragrance that's too smoky, too earthy, but ladies love this. This is spicy, it's earthy, it's woody, and it's resinous. Tribute Blue from the House of Afnan. Alright guys, that's my 10 fragrances that don't cost much and don't smell like they're cheap. So I hope you enjoyed it. Remember to hit that subscribe button if you learned anything. If it's something you got out of this video, come back and see me. Everybody be safe. I will see you soon. Peace.